All right, so this week we're going to be coming off of the wall for some of our mobility components. Keep the hip mobility the same, however with the spine components, we'll be doing it off the wall. So go ahead and step forward with one leg. To start, we're going to be moving your opposite arm as your forward leg. So you're going to go ahead and reach on up, feeling lengthening along this side of your rib cage, and then compression on this side. One thing to pay attention to is where's the weight at in your foot. So if your weight's back in your heel, more than likely your knee's a little straighter and that weight's equally distributed between your legs. I want you to go ahead and move your weight forward so it's in the ball of the foot, and you could lift your trail leg as needed. So as you compress your shoulder and rib cage down, try to maintain pressure under your big toe knuckle. So we're gonna go ahead and come up into the stretch, pulling down. Inhale into the lengthening side. As you exhale, compress that rib cage. About 3 to 5 breaths, followed by creating a fist, pulling down with your exhalation, and then inhaling on the way up. The faster you move, the harder it's going to be on balance. So go ahead and go at your own rate. From there, you're going to bring your hands out in front, opening up. Inhale, exhale, move a little further. After a couple breaths, bring those hands back together. Inhale, exhale, and rotate. As you're rotating, you'll feel like you're reaching forward with that forward arm, and then make sure to keep that weight on the inside edge of your foot. Following that, bring your hands up, keeping your ribs and pelvis towards each other and your belly button pulled in towards your spine. Rotate back. Couple breaths. Bring those hands back together. Next, we're going to bring those hands down. You're going to be slouching slightly through your low back. Inhale. After you get through all 4 of those motions on each side, we're going to come on over, we're going to grab your resistance. Again, this can be a kettlebell, dumbbell, or anything else that works. We're going to add a step to our swings today. So as we're doing this, you can go ahead and first practice that transition. So just have your feet in line, bend those knees slightly, start with your thumb pointed back, then come forward. And then start squeezing those cheeks as your arm comes up. You're gonna go ahead and clap those hands, come down with the opposite. Once you feel good with that, you can go ahead and add the dumbbell or kettlebell in. And now we're doing a hand-to-hand transition. And it's okay to do a couple swings between transitions as you're learning to get that rhythm down, and then build until you can do that one after the other. Now we're going to add the legs into it. So go ahead and get into your staggered stance. Weight is going to start on the hand opposite your forward leg. What you're going to do is you'll take a step forward, switch, and then come back. So with this one leg will stay planted the whole time, but your weight is still shifting onto that forward leg. So you're shifting your weight from leg to leg, but one leg will stay planted. And then go ahead and do that on both sides. Once you're feeling good with this, Or if you have space to take some steps forward and back, we're gonna add those together. So you'd be doing your swing, step, step, step. Then if you'd like to try it, you can go ahead and try to go backwards. But again, if you're restricted for space, go ahead and do just those steps. Next, we're gonna get into the cleans. So with these cleans, we are gonna be progressing into stepping format. So go ahead and step forward with one leg. That's gonna be the same side that you have your resistance in. Do your crunch, feel the lengthening on the other side. Head stays relatively over your foot, weight's in the ball of your foot. And your forward leg should feel like a coiled spring. So if you're too low, you're gonna find that you lose tension in your system. If that knee's straight, well, you won't really have any tension in that system. So go ahead and lower just a little bit so that leg feels loaded. Inhale, exhale. Again, you can come back and forth, or you can link them together. So punch, down, and punch.